The previous successful grafting of small tomatoes onto eggplant plants ultimately rely on the characteristics and the strong root system of eggplants. The production of small tomatoes has greatly increased, but it did not grow two fruits at the same time. So this time it's going to be on a plant, grafted eggplant and tomato. Do you think it will work in the end? A video to share the whole process of grafting and planting. This is an eggplant plant. Pick a healthy branch. Cut off as chopped. Reduce the blades. Reduce transpiration. Rub the scion with a membrane. Can moisturize. Prevent scion drying up. A sharp antiseptic blade. Unchop the base of the branch. Flattened and sharpened on both sides. Exposed cambium. This is a wild nightshade tree that was bred in advance. This wild eggplant is also called a cigar. Use it as a rootstock. It has the characteristics of strong adaptability, vigorous root system, and fast growth. Prepare to cut the eggplant. Grafting with the simplest splitting method. Blade on nightshade stalk. Cut about 2 centimeters vertically down. Form an aggregate. Chop the eggplant. Feed directly into the rootstock. Same diameter as scion branches. The survival rate of grafting will be higher. Rub it with a grafting film from bottom to top. Rub it around a few more times. Rub it as tightly as possible. Make sure the graft is completely airtight. Prevent infection. After grafting is completed, put it in the shade to slow the seedlings. Scion is not dry after 7 days. It means the grafting is successful. Now buckle the seedling cup upside down. Take out the soil and roots together. Transplant whole plants into larger containers. Cultivate. Now, the channeling tissue of rootstock and scion should be communicated. You can take it off before to moisturize, and the film wrapped around the scion. On day 38, the whole plant has grown to a very large size. Lots of lateral buds pop up at the bottom. To cut it off in time. Prevent nutrient theft. Now graft the branches of eggplant. It should have been completely healed. Untie the graft membrane. Prevent it from strangling branches and affecting growth. Another branch of the wild nightshade tree was retained previously. Now dispose of the excess side branches at the bottom. Are you ready to graft tomatoes or choose a simple piercing method? Considering the strong growth of wild eggplant trees, this time, I will take the scions of large tomatoes for grafting. See if you can finally produce more and bigger tomatoes. After grafting the tomatoes and chopping them, shape properly with the leaf first. Top the branches of the wild eggplant tree. Let the nutrients and water be supplied to the chopped tomatoes. The egg and tomato juice strips here are a little lodged. Not help advantage. It will not grow well. You need to stick a stick to tie it up. Straighten up. Although wild eggplant trees have strong roots, but not without fertilization. Now for the sake of growing leaves, you need nitrogen. Give it some effective urea along the edge of the basin. Let them grow at full capacity. After 45 days, you can see the tomatoes chopped and alive. Now, put the wild nightshade branch on the side of the grafted tomato, both cut off to give the tomato branches a top advantage. After 52 days, eggplant branches are growing very vigorously. Still too many nutrients. It needs to be topped. Control the growth. The eggplant has blossomed in small quantities. Now we need to apply compound fertilizer with high phosphorus and potassium content. After 62 days, the grafted membrane of the chopped tomatoes was unwrapped, found healed. Now top the tomato branches. Let it grow more lateral branches. The base and support is covered with a layer of rice husk. Play the role of heat preservation and moisturization. Day 79. This is the grafting opening for grafted tomatoes. Lots of side branches grow out. This is the grafting opening of the grafted eggplant. Has been fully integrated with the wild nightshade tree. Mega and eggplant belong to the nightshade family, so they will be more amiable grafted. Although tomatoes are of different species, but distant grafting is indeed possible. Now the tomato branches are taller. You also need to insert a stick to support it. Time flies. Day 123, pay attention. This is the happiest moment for planting lava. This plant is already full of fruit. Cut off some leaves. You can see it more intuitively. The white one on the left is eggplant. The one on the right is a big tomato. It's very productive. There is also a flower ear of a small tomato grafted on the back. Only received one fruit. Not yet mature. By grafting technology, crushed tomatoes and eggplants, grafted onto the rootstock of the wild eggplant tree, utilize the powerful root system of wild eggplant trees. Characteristics of vigorous growth. For tomatoes and eggplants, provide more nutrients and water, so as to achieve a plant. It produces 2 fruits at the same time, and it increases yield and quality. Now pick the ripe eggplants and tomatoes. Click on the grafting part of the wild eggplant tree and the eggplant. After cutting in half, we can see that the channeling tissue is fully engaged. Proof that it wasn't glued on. As for the graft side of the tomato, I didn't cut it out for everyone to see, because there are still unripe tomatoes hanging from the branches. Did you learn it?